Okie dokie. Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, January the 9th, in the year of 2014, and it is 3 o'clock on the West Coast, and it is 6 o'clock in New York. It's pretty easy, you'd think, right? If you can believe it, it's not. It's just not. Sometimes it's hard to remember, and it's 3 o'clock on the West Coast of the United States of America. I don't know if you know how early that is, but yeah, it's early. Nobody's awake. You hear nothing, and you don't even know if you don't even know when the day is going to actually get started. So today I am going to be a lot more aware. Besides, I'm going to try and find that clock. Now, a lot of people asked about that clock yesterday, and so we're going to find just a great clock that we can display on the charts somehow. Also, there's been some mention of me getting a little bit more production quality so that I can, well, there's a few things that are missing when you just go with the screen share tab, the Chrome tab, whatever's displaying. It's a little, it's just not very, well, it's just, I guess, exciting. I don't know. I don't know what people are really looking for. I'm not an online entertainer. You guys all know that we're doing this as beta casts, and where we do a little less blah blah and go after a little bit more moolah. And so you're looking at the Bitcoin USD dollar pair. It's the Mt. Gox dollar pair. Spent some time yesterday with a great chartist, a very, very interesting fellow, and we had placed just kind of a fantasy order at 923 for short, 923 for short. And sure enough, just as it would be, the moment that happened, we got this little lift off, and then for the last little bit, we've been stuck, really pinned actually, underneath the 96 and just wedged here. So I drew this chart just a moment ago so that you could see that we are coming off of a double top, and we have tagged this trend line twice. We are not able to, there's another line here that you'll notice in 9:15:45 that comes from a pattern top that we're just resting on and just literally been held and pinned right in this action here. So I'm sure that somehow, maybe even before the New York session, that we will see some other thing go on. We'll get a little tighter so that you could see the action is just so sideways, right? There it is right there. So that's number 400, the 923, I think it was 923.25, that we had actually seen a little bit of shorting action that may have come to us easily enough during the night, but as you can see, nothing much came of it whatsoever. As a matter of fact, we got another tag on the top, which is always good to know. I mean, it's kind of like this. You can't have the action happen and then not get anything out of it. So even if you were upside down, but you got more information out of the play, then that's something that was better than not getting any information out of the play. And when you don't get any information out of the play, you have something that looks like this. You see these last 4 candles here. There's really not anything happening. So you want to have and see some action in the play. It sucks to get in, when you shouldn't get in. But just to let you know, the 923, had it been, we would be $17 off of the play right now, and still short. So that's the big thing. Is this a short play, or are we really getting ready to take another major move? So we'll play around with the 60 for a little bit and get ourselves, some ideas on upside potential as well. And then today, what I'd really like to do is get into Professor Sub's work that I learned. I don't think I'm going to be talking to her today, but it's about fibbing over fibs. And actually, our moderator, Ron King Swanson, is doing some right shoulder, right axis fibs over fibs, fibs over fibs, fibs over tibs, to learn about price interest and consolidation of price, which the fibs can help you do. Okay, so there we go. We're going to make sure that the Hangout is actually live and my mic is working. Yesterday, towards the end of the broadcast, and it might not be so now that maybe all the packets are loaded, but I know my audio was working on my side, but I'm not too sure that it actually ended up being delivered into the audio packet. So it's things like that. I can't be doing this without, knowing for certain that one thing or another, those two things. You have to have video. You don't have to. But you should be assured that you have video, and you should be assured that you have audio. I mean, that's why we would be doing this. So we have to definitely do some housework when the audio video. So I'll line up some of the things here. Talk audio video. We're going to talk about this wedge pattern that we're in on the BTC USD dollar Mt. Gox pair. We are going to reconnect ourselves with the Forex pairs. If I let another day go by without actually giving you those Forex pairs, I won't like myself very much about that. And so we connect with the Forex pairs. And then I have a great ticker list from my mentor, Dan Fitzpatrick, that I would like to at least go through a few of those names. So that is on deck as well. And it is now 3:07. There's the 7-minute. You are now listening to Beauty Bubble on Chart Chat Connect and Coin Chat Connect for TradingView Chartists worldwide. We do this. We're doing the broadcast or the beta cast to encourage TradingView to have some type of a daily outreach on YouTube. And of course, we all know that what we really want to have happen is right underneath that real-time button on the right-hand side there. Right below that, we would like for there to be a little, doesn't matter if it's a logo, doesn't matter if it's a green button, doesn't matter to me. But somehow that we can get in there, into the chart chat, into the coin chat, and talk about that chart with others. That's what this is all about. So this is kind of the secondary part of the outreach. But and there's no programming, there's no programming, there's no scripting, there's no music. We only have a couple of times where we'll run through some advocacy kind of advertisement, but there's no real, strict way that I'm going about this at all. Okay? At all. Do not think that you are going to be getting that from me. No, no, no. So, as we go into a little less blah blah and trying to find out and sort out where the moolah is, I will be putting myself on. Well, that's a thing. I don't know if I want to put myself on mute. Because I think this is what got us yesterday. Was that I was trying to manage the mute function in the laptop, and maybe by doing that, it DDoSed me or something. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. So, I know that I have to sort out the mic issue. I've always had to do that from the very, very beginning of time, sorting out the mic issue. Okay, so let me say good morning to the great Chartists. And so let me get their links to them as well, too. I'll be bringing this down. And I think that that's about it for the opening rounds. It's 10 after right now. So I have to go to live tube events. We have to go to, oh man, this is, if you can believe it. See, they don't give you, as I've said, they don't even let you know that what the name of your event is. So I have to go to YouTube. You can believe it. And I have to go to my page. And I actually have to search it out. And we're at Coin Chat today. I believe we get Coin or Chat. I think we're doing Chart Chat. Doing Chart Chat today. And we'll scroll down. And we'll find the live event right now. And where is it? There it is. It's 3 days ago. So 3 days ago. Okay, so that's not going to work. And let's see if this works now. Looking for the live event. New, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And live now. I'm looking for the live link. "11 minutes ago." Here it is right here. We grab it. And this is the link now. This is the watch link. We will save this. Come back over here. Go into the Hangout itself. Come here. And put that there. Okay. That should do that. Okay. And then go back over to our chart. We don't really need that. We need this. Okay, so I've sent the link out to the flat chat over at TradingView, and there we go, so they got it. I'm going to make sure, because that's at 13 after the hour, because I don't want to do it too often. And because I've done 2 charts, one was to display the 60, and I should have probably gone in another chart. Okay, Timothy. Very, very cool. So I'm just hoping that that's the right one. I don't see your viewer queue yet. No viewer queue yet. It's that delay. There you are. I guess that's you. Good enough. So that's quite a delay. My goodness, Timothy. It's got to be a 40-second delay. Holy moly. How could that possibly be? Huge. Huge, huge, huge. I don't think there's anything that I can do about it. I've heard that maybe it is my laptop speed, and that there are other ways of dealing with the lag. So, golly, dealing with the lag, man. This is why more, financial shows aren't doing real time, is because of the lag. So as you see, the charts are coming in for me to view. I've already gone through. I think I came into 154 charts in the queue for me, and now I have another 8 in the queue for me. Plus 8. So welcome, welcome. I've kind of already done the first few minutes. I did a little kind of welcoming slate. And as you can hear my voice, I know I'll make it through 40. I'm definitely going to make it through 40 episodes or 40 sessions or whatever. But you can hear it in my voice, and I'm just like, oh my God, do I even have anything to say? But this is Beauty. You guys know me from over at the Flat Chat, and this is live for 4 hours every day from 3 o'clock Pacific for 4 hours till 7 o'clock Pacific. So we're able really to eke out the New York Open, get that hour before the New York Open, and all sorts of kind of end of kind of a lot of the sessions coming to close. We get downgrades and upgrades. We get pre-market movers. It can, it's been, well, I don't know. The first hour is a little kind of funny, and I go through a morning beverage, and there's really no programming going on. So unless we get some action, there's really not much to say except for me to let you know about the trending tickers, which is the BTC, BTC USD, the Euro USD. We want to say hello to people that are coming in, and I do have to grab my calculator. Where is my calculator? Okay, hold on just a moment. I'll grab my calculator. And remember, today I'm not too sure I want to put myself on mute and such, so you're going to be hearing some noises here while I find my calculator. Okay. All right, I'm still looking. Hold on. This is the life. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, you guys, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I might just go ahead and start using my phone too. I'll just start using my phone. All right, I have no idea where the calculator is. That's fun. All righty. So we will just start using the phone. That's probably better anyway. Calculator. All right, we have a home. And we're going to take that to there. And we're going to say hello to 31 people, 31 brand new people that are coming in from the outside queue to visit with TradingView.com. Thank you very much. It's something that maybe people really don't realize is that, we're, as registered users, it's one thing, and we get kind of used to the fact that, oh, well, we're just all here together without the outside world being involved, but that's not true. TradingView is actually a platform that is displayed in many professional locations, and they get to see the chat, and they get to participate in the chat if they so see fit. So even right now, there are 31 people that are coming in, and they're just browsing around. They're just checking us out, and they do this all day long. 30,000 to 35,000 new visitors come to TradingView every single day. So even though we have, our bit of fun back and forth, you do have to realize that the professional financial world is actually on the outside looking in. It's very interesting. So we want to make sure that every day, we welcome the new ones. And okay, so drop the charts. Drop the charts. Okay, you want me to? Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Timothy. Thanks, Timothy. Okay, so what we'll see is that we are getting some action. We are getting this breakdown here. So I'll immediately go into the 15-minute to see what in the world is going on. Thank you, Timothy. Okay, so the 15-minute candle, just as I sat down and couldn't find the calculator. We're coming into this range here. So we did drop out of this, pretty large, being that it was on a 60-minute, pretty large pattern. And so there we go. I'm thinking that if there's anyone out there that has any news, And let's see if you can give it to me so that I can bring it to the good folks that are listening in. So let me know. See, that's why it's kind of like a multitasking broadcasting. So I can just kind of be the voice, and then you guys can go out there and tell me about, give it time to break the voodoo meister. Okay, who's the voodoo meister? Okay, I'm going to put that down. Who is the voodoo meister? Is that that's got to be one of our chartists, Tom? Well, I'll put it in here that we are looking for. Who is the voodoo meister? Thank you very much. All right, we'll kind of zoom out too as well if we can see some levels going on there. And I also need to get my pivot started straight away. Okay, and we were in that short at 923, and now it's coming into play at 920. Where are we? 927. So that short at 923. Take a look at that. There's really no traction in this until we get to the 915 area here. So let's see if it is going to come into this zone. And it looks like all of the, for once, all of the, I should probably get a little better picture of that. Looks like all of the pairs are in lockstep. We have Namecoin, and we have the BTC USD GOX pair. We have which one is this one? The first one that I have. Which one is that one? The LTC USD BTCE pair is number 3 with Primecoin and then Litecoin down here at the bottom. This is an interesting horse race coming in as we see the pairs jockey for position. But it looks as if all pairs are trending down, with the it looks like the LTC BTC USD pair is really taking the brunt of it, followed by the name coin, I believe. No, the BTC the Mt. Gox pair. So let's take a closer look at this. This gets kind of dicey in here. Right in here. Right in there, if you guys can see. Okay, this is how the pairs are jockeying in position right now. How the comp pairs. So we can see that the name coin was almost kind of the leader of the pack here, wasn't it? I have to go back in time and kind of adjust who led the charge. And so here things are swimmingly going along. Then this candle comes in. So now we know that Litecoin is on the recovery end of it first. If there is no further downside, Litecoin is the recoverer first, with the LTC BTC USD just kind of hanging in. And the BTC USD Mt. Gox pair certainly took the brunt. It looks like it's going to take another further run. And then there goes the Litecoin. Primecoin holding on to its price. But the worst of it was the Mt. Gox. And as I said, this past weekend I got kind of a little primer that the Mt. Gox was really maybe not going to survive a lot of these problems and issues that they have. So, I mean, in a way, I'm thinking, there's no way that they're not going to survive. Some, big money will come in, or another VC firm will come in and save the day, and throw some money their way and get their systems backing up so that they don't have downages and outages, and because you can't manage your money and your wealth that way, having those kinds of issues all the time without notice. So that's not good. So now we have the BTC USD Bitcoin Mt. Gox pair leading the charge in this push down. And the trade is at 926. As I said earlier, we're in a 923 short, 923.25 short. With The prospects were 915.45 and another level down as well. It's funny that one in the very beginning of developing Ruby, that one of the EMAs that we had was the 51. So we have now, this was months ago. It's not that the 51 was abandoned at all, but it's used less and less. But you can tell that, sometimes the moving averages do come into play. Certain ones that maybe you've abandoned, and then you have a reason to think that it's actually able to say something. But we knew that the 96 was holding price hostage, and it was just a matter of enough pressure. Unless he's talking about, well, it can't be 851. What's he? I should ask him. What are you describing? Okay. All right, so we're going to watch this. Just maybe we'll put it on the 3-minute and get Ron Swanson. So there's your 3-minute. 3 minutes a great kind of micro. We'll see that it actually is just literally sweeping underneath all of the EMAs, but the 96, which is up here, is just, as I said, keeping price down. The dotted line that you see here is from a kind of a double bottom wedge pattern that we drew. And if you can believe it, this is still a very insecure move, even though it looks the way that it does, being that the 3 is not passed over the line. It's still kind of an insecure move. Okay, we have the prime coin flattening out. Yes, we do. I wonder if I should go through. What is the indicator name of the moving average voodoo? On TradingView, can't find it. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. So I'm going to try and put myself on mute, and we'll see if it works this time around. If it doesn't, maybe I'll work on some of the audio features. So I'll be on mute for a moment. And you're watching the 3-minute BTC USD Bitcoin dollar pair on the MTGOX. So I did notice something, that when I bring up the pop-up window, it goes away. I'm going to figure out some way that I can keep the pop-up window of the chat, but separate from the broadcast of the chart. So outside of opening up two windows or powering up and having TradingView open in another window. So I have to work that bit out as well. It says, sure, it's a bit advanced. I try to hold back a bit, but I love to look forward. And so there's his Facebook account. So let's go and see what he's got here. And Crypto Coin Network Effect from January 8th. Well, how cool is this? We'll just go ahead and read this. There's two sites. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my God, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll definitely read it. I'm reading it. If I could trade as well as I script analysis for my mining clients, I wouldn't be here. Okay, that's really cool. Crypto Coin Solutions. Definitely follow him. That's at Crypto Coin Solutions. And here I'll go ahead and get his, so you can know what his page looks like. Here he is here. And you want to follow him. He is a cryptocurrency industry consultant. And he puts together mining rigs. And he offers up building of a mining rig support and instruction. And that's our very own Crypto Coin Solutions. Brand new to TradingView, but as you can see, rather prolific. And your byline as Pat Jack, the CEO of Crypto Coin Solutions. Okay, I got it. That's very cool. Okay, I hope I can remember that though. Pat Jack, he's the CEO of Crypto Coin Solutions. And so definitely follow him over at TradingView, and we will make certain to read his piece that was, I believe the piece was written, Pat Jack, you wrote the Facebook piece on, well, guess what? You wrote it yesterday at 10:24. So we'll definitely cover this. So I'll take the Facebook link, copy it over, come back over to us, and put it in the Hangout. So I've got it there. And you know what, I think I'll probably need the pivots too. Maybe if you could help me, like just tell me exactly how you want me to give them to you. I just Skyped the numbers, yesterday's numbers, right? Okay, how would you like to do it? Maybe we can see if we can get some. Can I tell? Okay, I'm going to tell you now then. I'm not going to Skype you, right? Okay, so guys, we are going to start doing some pivots. And this is pretty exciting. Of course, today is the 9th inside of Bitcoin, but we will take the pivots of yesterday, and it would read like this. This is the first number, 865, 967, 859, and 939. We are going to get this straight one day. This is what we were trying to talk about yesterday. 865 is the first number.
Okay.
967. 859. And 939. Okay, so let me make sure that I write the sequence down. Open, high, low, and close. Those are the numbers at the top, and I gave you them, right? 865, 967, 859, and 939. Thank you. Did you want to have your coffee and all of that first? Because I won't need it for at least another half an hour. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then maybe we can figure out how you want to receive it through Skype. You know, O:/H:/L:/, that sort of thing. So our high, our open was 865. Our high 967. Our low was 859, and our close was 939. Okay. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take this over to a person's calculator. So rolling, but you can byline me as Pat Jack. Yeah, I put that. I do hope I remember that. Okay, thank you very much. Crypto Coin Solutions. And maybe just to wet my whistle, have my morning beverage, we'll go ahead and we will read this article, his Facebook piece. And that would probably be a decent idea. And then I'll go back to the 3-minute so you guys can see the action. And there's the action on the 3-minute, and you can see that it's being pinned by many, many moving averages. And look at that. Look at that little coin, the Litecoin. That is really something, isn't it? What that does. So let's see how it did, LTC/USD. The LTC, I'm sorry, I followed the LTC, BTC/BTC/BTCE pair. And we need to make sure that we go to the LTC, BTC, LTC, BTC, BTCE pair. There we go. Okay, and then here's the 3-minute, and of course the price above Ruby. Let's kind of check this out and see what Litecoin is up to right now. Okay, so it's still struggling on the 60, right, below the 32. And so I think if we had drawn this out, there's probably still some problems. We have a spot 030 price up above there in the 60. And I have a descending line as well. And so, yeah, this name has gone short from way up here. Came out of the short for a little bit, obviously, 60 minutes, and then re-entered a short position. It's the same sort of place, too. You can see that it's just being wedged by all of the moving averages. Do a little close-up here so you can see what it looks like. And that's kind of what it looks like. It's being held hostage from down below the 32, so it's not really very clear. Even though maybe price gave itself a rise, it's still down 0.07. So I'm not really too sure why the 3-minute looks so healthy. I have to go back in there. Why the 3-minute was looking so healthy here. So what it did was that it pulled off the bottom, double bottom, bounced off of the double bottom on the 3-minute. That's all that it got. It's just a 3-minute move. Let me move to the 5. And that's kind of what it is. It finished out a Elliott pattern and then jumped up off of that. Also on the left there that you see that there was a double bottom put in. So it got a little assist, little nearer assist than the other pairs from that. So I'll put a line there. That's where the assist came from. And if we were to go in time to 555, go back over to the Bitcoin, the Cox pair, and see at 955 on the 5-minute what was going on there. 955. I'm sorry, 555. So in the BTC USD, it actually lagged by 5 minutes to get its double bottom. And so Litecoin was just that bit ahead. That's all that it was. It was leading the charge 5 minutes ahead. And it actually gave you a heads up. And there's the double bottom there as it came down in 5 minutes. We have that 555 on the Litecoin. 5 minutes later, the Mt. Gox picked it up. And what had happened over here ended up happening over here. Just happened a little earlier for the Litecoin. Hella. I hope you guys caught that. Understanding that if you are able to pre-read, right, you can sometimes get a little view ahead if you're able to do that. So for example, Litecoin here is advancing while the other pairs are not advancing. And when I go silent like this, it's just because I'm trying to study the pattern. I'm also trying to think, how in the world would I say this? I'm going to say that light led the charge by a 5 minute candle. And that's a huge lead on double bottom. And the time was at 5:55, 0 hours. I think I have that right. So definitely keep an eye on that. So here we have light holding on. Remember, this is the 5 minute. And because this is a move, you wouldn't want to look at this move in a 60 minute. Definitely, it's breaking out a pattern, number one. Number two, all of the pairs were affected, except for one pair reacted a little differently, and so there's information there. Because the question is, why would we watch the 1 minute? What do you get out of watching the 1 minute? You get a lot out of watching the smaller time frames. Doesn't mean that this is where you're playing the name, but you get lots of information that can assist you when you are in the larger time frames. So if you don't become familiar with the smaller time frames, how in the world can you become familiar with the larger time frames, and vice versa? Because, you know, there's 5 1-minute candles in one 5-minute candle. So if you don't know one, you can't possibly know how the other one even arrived at itself. So yes, of course the action is extremely fast. You know, we all get that. But if you don't know what's happening inside of the candles, then, you know, how do you know anything? Okay, so that is the anomaly today, that Litecoin actually did lead the charge by a 5 minute lead time. And that would have been, you know, if you had had a you know, where you had been looking, especially since we were looking at that short since last night at the 923 short, you know, we would be all over this right now. So just throw out some trivia. Light led the charge. Okay, so that's the trivia of the day. And we'll go back to the 15 minute. Just to give an idea. Yeah, so Primecoin and Litecoin, they were in tandem with this and the others. So here we are in the play. I'll get a little closer so that you can kind of see. So we picked up, if you're trying to build the chart yourself, you're going to pick up your lower trend line. Your lower trend line is going to get picked up at 800 hours on the 1st. 800 hours on the 1st. And because we did get a tag here, not here, we got a tag over here at 1100 hours on the 9th. Up above, you want to grab the tag of 700 hours and then the high of well above, up above. And that gives you the pattern for the triangle or ascending wedge. In the hour, you'll even see that it's a little bit more pronounced, that this is a descending wedge pattern, and this is the area of interest. So let's say if we were to take this out, we'll do that for you. I'm going to just go ahead and take that out. Oops, didn't mean to take that out. And to take the other one out. This one here. And we'll do a vertical, and we'll grab this bottom right here. And here's the wedge right here. You can see it's a descending wedge. And we're always looking for resolution to the upside in a descending wedge. Pattern starts from way back, provides the strength, there's resistance, and then there's pressure. Pressure that comes in, but always the bottom portion of it will provide the support to lift off and bring the pattern up here. Okay. Alright, so it's almost 10 minutes, and we will welcome you guys to let you know that the top trending tickers are the Euro USD. The USD JPY pair is coming into play, the MT GOX BTC USD. Not seeing any other pairs there. We want to make sure that you visit forexcrunch.com, and if CryptoCoinNews.com is also in the queue. I'll be reading something from our very own CryptoCoin News, Pat Jack, who's the CEO of a company, and I'll be reading some of his work in just a little bit. Have a little bit of a morning beverage and get myself started there. Now we have the BTC EUR coming into the queue. Okay, and our advocate of the day is CoinGig.com. CoinGig.com. Our very own Nebulous. At Nebulous, he's a chartist inside of TradingView, is the CTO of CoinGig.com. So you want to take a look-see at CoinGig.com. And I'll do a quick calc here. And let me clear the calc. Clear it. And wow, look at the numbers. And okay, I like it when that other number grows. So hello to the 37 people, 37 brand new people that are coming into TradingView right now. Welcome, welcome, and I'll do a welcoming post to them over at the flat chat. Okay, once again, I'm trying to keep the broadcast without the mute today. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Make sure that at 3:53 I send that. I'm going to try and get some programming stuff done. 3:53 I sent that. right, so let's, I'll get a morning beverage and start to go ahead and read this article. It'll be fun. From Pat Jack, he's the CEO of Cryptocurrency Analyst, Mining Rig Consultant and Builder. And the article name is CryptoCoin Network Effect, Total Network Hash Rate, a Measure of Value. So I'll be doing a live news read of this article. Let's see how it goes. Live news read coming up. Oh, so it does pick it up. Look at that. Okay. All right. So now I need to figure out how can I open this up from a different window and have you guys still see. So that I have to figure out. Because go ahead and go into the 3-minute. And now with the BTC USD at 926.77 on the 3-minute. Looking for that 923 grab and hold. That's what we're looking for. Going to grab and hold it at 923. And did we get 923 in the sand? Oh, we did. We got 921 for 24. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is going to be good. Yummy. Oh, that's really nice. So at least once a day, I have just a really great, it's not a tea, but it's served to me like a tea. It's really great. And it's like a warm, it's a hot toddy without the toddy. So it's orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice with these beautiful wedge twists of lemon peel. And it's really, really yummy, and it's warm. So, and it's full of love and goodness. Maybe one day I'll share the recipe. It's 3:56 Malibu time, which means that we're coming on to the 7 o'clock hour in New York. This is a great time. We'll go through some downgrades and upgrades that are coming into my Twitter queue. And so we'll have lots to talk about, especially now with this recovery. Still being held down though. Yummy. Okay. Oh dear. I have to get my jacket together. Okay. And my ottoman. Okay, so while this settles out, we'll go to CryptoCoin Network Effect. The altcoins, script algorithm-based cryptocurrencies with the highest network hash rate that is consistently high are the potential long-term winners in the coin wars, the race to services implementation and widespread use by consumers and business. High network hash rate is one of the most important features in cryptocurrency's infrastructure and fundamentals. A coin must have sustained high network hash rate, implying more miner nodes, and a more widespread mining community, a larger miner demographic, over the globe, in order to be considered feasible for development and the deployment of applications and services. For developers to spend serious time and resources developing first-tier, and architecting second-tier applications for a coin, the coin must have a reliable and long-lasting network effect, or mining community that is committed to mining the coin, a high total hash rate. The larger the network hash rate of a coin, and the greater the rate at which it is increasing, implies an increase in the long-term value of that coin as its blockchain, its store of ledger data, is on more computers globally and has greater processing power that functions programmatically for that coin's future potential application suites that rely on that coin's blockchain as a database and function hook. This, of course, is one of the primary reasons that Bitcoin is so valuable in the cryptocurrency basket of currencies. However, ASIC implementation for Bitcoin has cut the number of nodes to a small fraction of what it once and very recently was. The concentrated mining power of the ASIC solution has greatly reduced the number of individuals and small businesses that are mining Bitcoin. While there are far fewer nodes, entities, and/or machines mining Bitcoin, the nodes that are mining Bitcoin are far more powerful, thus far more crucial to the network effect of Bitcoin. If a series of this first wave of ASIC mining solutions was flawed, and many units in that series began to fail, that would be devastating to the network effect of Bitcoin. It would drop suddenly, noticeably, and that would scare some developers and investors as well. If any one single component used in a series of ASIC Bitcoin miners were to be weak and caused the failure of those units, this would be very noticeable in the short term. An implementation of specialized, inexpensive, mass-produced hardware, or nearly mass-produced, to mine script coins will become reality. This is in development at this time, as there are far more miners and entities interested in mining script coins. The market for this script ASIC, for lack of a better term, has potentially a far greater profit margin in the retail sector, as many script miners certainly are planning to purchase and will compete to purchase these solutions for mining Litecoin, WorldCoin, NovaCoin, and the script-based coins. So the advent of these script ASIC solutions is a given. We expect them, and many of us are developing leads to find the first producers of these mining solutions and get on the list. Okay, so we'll stop right there at this sentence, and then I will come back, because you guys already have the link probably, and there we go. That's where I stopped. And then we'll go back to the broadcast. And the trade is at 9:24-ish. And in a few minutes we'll be getting our pivots for the day. And I think we're just going to hang out. That's what we're going to do. We have the Bitcoin USD trending the British Pound USD, the Euro USD. And let me make sure that I get the trending tickers in here. Trending tickers. Are the British Pound USD, the Euro USD. Of course, we know about the Bitcoin USD, but we had a different one that came in earlier. Early. I can't remember which one it was. Darn it. So I'll put those trending tickers in right now. It looks like I'm getting my pivots delivered to me. Hello, Pivot Man. How are you today? You want to say hello?
Hello.
So the Pivot Man, we've got our pivots in for January 9th, 2014 on the Bitcoin. You know what you do need to do here, though? Is that it needs to say Bitcoin USD. empty gawks. Because they're, here you go. Here you go. Because if I was to ask you for the bit stamp, maybe I could give those to you too. I think your pen is right here too. Here's your pen here. All right. Okay, get ready for the pivots. Because really what it would be is that it would be like 5 pairs.
Okay.
So it's kind of a big list. So we have to kind of come up with a solution for that. Meaning that it would have to follow a format. So whatever you're writing down, we'll keep this format.
Well, if you want 5 of them, we'll just make a sheet for it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right.
So, okay, thank you very much. Do you want to take the next bit? Do you want to take the next pair? Okay, get ready for the pivots. Okay, so what we want to do is that the pivots that you're going to get, guys, I'll start reading them live, first of all. And we hope that we can get all of the pivots for all of the pairs that you're interested in. But right now, your pivot on the Bitcoin USD empty gawks pair is, this is the pivot itself, 922. 922 is your pivot. Your resistance 1 is 984. Your resistance 1 is 984. Your resistance 2 is 1030. That's $1,030. Your support 1 is 876. Your support 2 is 814. And don't worry, I'll reread these to you guys. 814. And now I'll be giving the pivot guy the next pair. So hold on just a moment. The next pair is going to be the bit stamp, BTC USD, but it reads, the exchange is bit stamp. So instead of the empty gawks, they'll say BTC USD stamp. That's how people refer to it. And on the stamp, the pivot, so your first numbers are, hold on, in order, 7, 8, 5, 8, 4, 9, 79, 7, 6, 5, 8, 2, 3, 45. So we have the first number at 785, second number at 849.79, third number at 765, and the fourth number at $823.45. Read a little differently. Okay? Thank you. Okay? That's the daily BTC USD bit stamp. Okie dokes? Okay, so let's see here. So what happens next is that you do have your daily pivot, okay, your daily pivot for the bit stamp, Bitcoin, BTC, USD, Mt. Gox. BTC, USD. Ugh. And I've got to kind of change myself around here too. Empty Gox. Yeah, that's Sparkler. We rename our cat every year, so this year her name is Sparkler. But she's usually in a desk. She's in a desk drawer when my point and click is doing his trades. So she followed him in here to be with me. I know, I can't, it's ambient noise. There's nothing professional going on here whatsoever. You're going to hear all sorts of things, Timothy. Be fun. And you heard the pivots, right? Don't be giving those pivots out just yet. So on the Bitcoin, BTC, USD, Mt. Gox pair, we'll go back to the 3-minute, and your pivots today are the PP. That is like your floor pivot. This is where price is pivoting off of, is 922. 922. Resistance 1 is 984. Timothy. Okay, listen. This particular feline creature is oh my God. She has the best life ever. Ever. Everything is down. Everything is Egyptian cotton with her. Everything. And so she's found her way. She gets to do basically whatever. But she's a beautiful, very lovely, smallish kind of tabby. And but yeah, she's a little lovey-dove, and she follows the point-and-click guy around everywhere. If he trades, she trades. If he reads, she reads. If he listens to music, she's listening to music. It's a very odd situation. So if anybody can be called the cat lady, it's the point-and-click guy. Okay, so Mr. Pivot's getting on to things again. Your pivot is 922. Your pivots are 922. Your resistance 1 is at 984. Resistance 2 at 1030. Your support level 1 is at 876. And your support level 2 is at 814. These numbers are going to become more and more impactful to you as I can get my point-and-click guy to actually write a white paper on it as to why this would come. Yeah, a lot of us are spoiled in this household. Okay, so as the pivots are drawn in, you're going to use your horizontal ray tool and just have them off to the right-hand side. Have your pivot be one solid color, and then your resistance 1 and 2 and your support levels 1 and 2 can be different colors. At least that way you're always knowing that your pivot is at 922 and then you're seeking its level. So even here we have, let's see here, we have the price is at 924.41 and our pivot here is at 922. So we know that action is at pivot. There's nothing to be said about that. And so as we see price move towards 984, we know that our first resistance is going to be towards and lifting up. Price will be lifted up to that area. So 924.42, and we will put 922 as a line in the sand. That's our pivot. We want to go long when it's above, we want to go short when it's below, etc. Okie dokes. Oh my gosh, go on pivots. I know. Pivot the go-go. Oh, and that's right, we've got Billy Go-Go. Oh my God, we're late by 14 minutes. Okay, it's Billy Go-Go time, guys. Billy Go-Go time. Let's take a look. 15-minute chart. You guys get to name. You get to name the pair, and you get to name whether or not we are going long or short. It's the Billy Go-Go trade. How could you let me forget? There we go. One day the Billy Go-Go, we're actually probably going to be giving away some swag on the Billy Go-Go. So go ahead and answer me. I'm going to go long or short, and on what pair? And it's a mandatory, we get into the trade, it's mandatory, paper only, theory only, and then we have to release out of the trade by the end of the session. So it's a 3-hour trade. It's a 3-hour trade. And what we're trying to do is get a sense of immediacy and also some of the unique techniques that are available to you and how to manage the trade as it's moving in your favor or as it's moving against you. No, I was working on the pivots. I was working on the pivots, dork. And also the crypto coin network effect, total network hash rate, a measure of value. I was working on all sorts of things. Just give me the pair that you want to trade. Do you want to trade it short or long? Just give that to me and stop your nonsense. Knock it off. Timothy, are you going to be the next one in the hot seat? You do not want to be in this hot seat. Oh, no, you do not. That would be a no-no. Okay, let's get serious on the Billy Go-Go. Or else we're just going to have to read it off of Ruby. And then I'll tell you which direction. Okay, you got it. Oh, wow, it's Asian Prepper. Oh, is he going to do a morning prepper or what? Morning prepper, please. Gee whiz, is this guy ever going to morning prepper? We need a morning prepper, please. You're going to be in the hot seat with me? Yeah, why not? Sure. Let me get it for you. Let me get it for you right away. This is the stream. You're going to be getting the YouTube watch. Okay, I'll get that to you right away. Straight up. Let's build some audience here. Here you go. And let me get rid of this bit of business up here because you don't need that. And I think that works. Oh yeah, thanks Tim. Thank you, Timothy. Looks like I got a wing guy. It always helps. Alright, so the trade on the Bitcoin Mt. Gox pair is at 925. And remember, we're going against pivots at pivot of 922. 922. Okay, we have the pivots on the Bitcoin USD Bitstamp pair. You guys ready? Are you ready? You do have to be live for those numbers. And pivots on the BTC USD Bitstamp. Being read live right now. Okay, so okay, all right. So thank you to the new viewers, definitely. All right, if you didn't hear the Bitcoin USD Mt. Gox pivots, I will read those in just a moment. But this is up and coming. Look at that! Breaking news! Breaking news! Can you hear it? Breaking news coming to you live from Chart Chat Connect and Coin Chat Connect. Oh yes, just delivered to me, hot off the press. Bingo, bingo, bingo. This is January 9th, 2014. The Bitcoin USD Bitstamp pair pivots are. Okay, you ready? 812. 812. Your resistance 1, 859. Resistance 1, 859. Your resistance 2, 896. 896. Your support 1, 776. Support 1 at 776. Your support 2 at 728. That number is 728. Yes, indeedy. Those are the pivots for the Bitstamp. Now I'll reread the Bitcoin USD Mt. Gox pair. Your pivot is 922. 922. Your resistance 1, 984. Resistance 2, 1030. That's $1,030. Your support level 1 is 876. And support level 2 is 814. These are very important numbers. I'll be bringing you also the other pairs as we kind of get this little show on the road. Giving you the pivots are a very important piece of the puzzle to knowing. how to have a little less blah blah, and we study and get a little bit more moolah. That's what we do here. Okay, I'm going to finish my morning beverage and we'll get back to the reading of this great article by Pat Jack, who's the CEO of CryptoCoin Solutions. If you've seen CryptoCoin, the fellow inside of the flat chat, how do you get? Oh, Timothy, ain't that my secret? Ain't that my secret? There's BTC Monkey. Make sure that he's got the link, guys. That's my monk. Maybe he'll decide what the Billy Go-Go trade is today. Okay, I also know that he, oh, that's another thing, is that we're looking for addresses to put on the queue. This is not a donate button from CoinChat or Chat Connect. These would actually be addresses from you guys. And I put the address in the bottom portion and try and get all the Orange County housewives to give their Coinbase account a little try, and by sending you micro amounts. So it's kind of a fun little thing. Everything's a fun little thing. Okay, how do you get those pivots, by the way? Yay, Monkey in the house. Hello. Okay, hey Monkey, can you call out long or short and which pair so we can get this Billy Go-Go trade going? Because we're like 20 minutes late. So you get a 20 minutes heads up. And also I'm looking for anyone that is listening. I think it's better for the people that are listening. If you want, here I'll give an example of what it is that I do. If you want, let's see. Oh, it's not in the queue. I'm not going to tell you today what pivots are, Timothy. Timothy. Okay, so what happens here is, as a matter of fact, let me just put some random stuff in there so I can go okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Okay, so what's going to happen is that you see this little bit of nonsense down here. What I'm doing is that I'm throwing in a big font, like a 40-pitch font. And your address will be placed there. And then I'm going to be talking to the Orange County housewives to make sure that they got their, and the Silicon Valley housewives, make sure that they've got their Coinbase accounts, linked up, and they're going to be sending you like micro amounts to your address, if you want. If not, what I can do is go to my Twitter, and I will go ahead and I will put the Chart Chat Connect and the Coin Chat Connect donate button in there. But I wanted it to be for you guys. So what we'll see. It says you should open your YouTube. I should open my what now? What Timothy's telling me what to do all day. You should open your YouTube chat as well so we can speak to you at the live stream. People who aren't listening isn't interesting for, I guess, like what cat you have in the drawer. They didn't hear you. You should open your YouTube charts as well so we can speak to you at the live stream. I don't know what you wanted me to do. Stop telling me what to do, Timothy. Everybody in that flat chat likes to tell me what to do. So we'll work out what it is that you're asking. I think what you want to have happen is that I open up the panelist link. Isn't that right? You want me to open up the panelist link. But then I'm going to get all sorts of Chewbacca. So it's a little different with the live broadcast, but if you guys want to vote that you want me to put the Chewbacca link up, I will. That means that the link is open to any of the panelists to come forward. I'm still looking for the Billy Go-Go trade, so I think what we'll go ahead and do is I will make a decision, and that we will get into the proper candle and decide. I'll go into the 1 minute. Oh, my YouTube chat. How am I going to do that? I would have no idea how to do that. No. I think it's really cool. I think that you're saying that it's possible that I can open the chat bar open and then you guys can actually be chatting with me. I don't know. You're going to have to help me with that one. Looks like you're going to be my wingman. Yesterday it was Monkey. He was my wingman, and now I got another one today. Do appreciate it. Okay, so we're looking for 24 candles ago, guys. 24 candles ago. And we have to find the, what would be called the 12, which is right here. Okay, this is the candle that, it's mandatory that we got into this candle, so it's a 9:30.77. And the decision, you do just have to make the decision as to whether or not you want to go long or short. That's the biggest decision. So because so many people can't go short, we'll do a Billy Go-Go long at 9:30.77. 9:30.77. We're going to go long on the Billy Go-Go trade at 9:30.77 long on the BTC USD Mt. Gox pair. Okay, that's our Billy Go-Go trade. Okay. Yeah, this is what he's saying. Okay, he says, go to your live stream on YouTube and there's a chat. I wrote some stuff there. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Seriously? Go to my live stream. Okay, go to my live stream. Bitcoin. Go to your live stream. Okay, you've lost me because remember, we're on YouTube. So, are you saying that you guys are making comments while I'm live? So I need to figure out how to find that. Okay, so let me get the Billy Go-Go thing out. So we're long 9:30.77 on the Mt. Gox on a Billy Go-Go. So it says you can also go to your own live stream link, mute the stream. Ah, yeah. Okay, I got it. All right, let's see if my computer can handle it. I got it. Got it. Love it. There you go. Okay, thanks, Timothy. So it'll take me just a moment, though. You know that, right? It'll take me just a moment. Let me get the Billy Go-Go trade in here. For those of you that don't know what the Billy Go-Go trade is that it's a mandatory entry. You guys get to pick the pair. You get to pick the direction. Today we're going to go long at 9:30.77 on the Bitcoin Mt. Gox. We do hold the trade for 3 hours, meaning that we manage the trade for 3 hours. Okay. And if we have our proper levels in and all that, I mean, all this is going to take a little bit of time to set up. But that's the Billy Go-Go long at 9:30.77. The trade is now at 9:36.37. The trade is up here, and we will mark off where we got in. And we got in over here. And we got in at this price right here. Right? We're going to right click because we know that we did not pay the 9:30 price there. We paid 9:30.77. And we're going to go OK. All right, so there we are, 9:30.77. There's the Billy Go-Go trade trading up now to 9:36.37. The way that this works is that we're 10 contracts on, and then we want to take probably if we can get beyond a certain percentage, we'll take some money off, go green on the screen, and let remaining contracts run, etc. So it's a wax, it's an on, and then you wean yourself from the trade. And so That's what that's all about. Let me get out of that. And let me get, okay, where am I going? You got me all confused. You got me in the news. I know, I can't even play music. I need to get Wonky Tonky. Wonky, if you can hear me, I need to get some of your soundtracks, Wonk, so we can have a little bit of music. All right, so for the brand new people coming into TradingView, listen, I want to say hi. Let me do the math here. Always got to be doing the math. At that number divided by that number, we have 38 brand new people that we need to say hello to. You know, welcome these people and be responsible for how you behave inside of the outreach, you know, how your charts are put together and how you want to comment with the charts and everything. There are brand new people coming from the outside looking at TradingView every day. Some 30 to 35,000 unique visitors come to the site a day. And so they come in, they look, they evaluate, they review, they get their own ideas, and of course one of the ways that they can see that, you know, if the community is rocking and fun, you know, is for us to show who we are in the flat chat. And until they're introduced to the voice element, which is coin chat and chart chat, the 7, you know, the little 10-seat hangouts that we do, this is one reason that they would come and stay, is the way that and how the community, you know, treats each other. So I want you to know that, listen, I'm no Pollyanna. Everybody knows that. I'm just as feisty as the next person. But I just want you to be aware that if the site is going to grow and flourish and become robust and fantastic, then we have to flourish, be robust, and be fantastic. I mean, that's who we need to be as people. If it's going to flourish, we have to flourish, right? If it's going to be robust with ideas, we have to be robust with ideas. And I think it's fine enough for us to be feisty spice, but to do some of the things that I'm not even going to talk about this early in the morning, you know, we have to kind of, you know, do what's called a little checkup from the neck up. And, you know, start to not be so almost, it's just, I'm not even, well, it's too early to talk about it. So let's see, what is, I know Timothy wants me to get on this. He says, can you say hi, but can you also say hi on YouTube? Yeah, hi Timothy. Oh, because you want to check the lag. Okay, I got it. Hi, Tim. Hold on. There you go. Hi, Timothy. And then also I'm saying hi on YouTube. It's about a 40-second lag. It's horrible. So I know you'll get my voice in about, are you counting it down? Probably are. I think it's like a 40-second lag. I'm thinking. Okay, so this is what he wants me to do. I'm going to be opening up a secondary window, everyone. And that secondary window is going to let me see the chat box for the event, because he's saying that actually I could be communicating with you guys. They're inside of YouTube. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get there. I am going to get there. Just hold up. Hold up. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to open up a tab. I'm going to go into my YouTube channel, which is what Timothy is asking me to do. Can you guys also subscribe, please? For those of you that are listening, can you go to my channel and please subscribe? That 77 number really needs to be 100. And so I aim to make it 100 as soon as possible. And let me put my YouTube user. It's the Beauty Bubble, and of course you can see my avatar as well. Okay, so what he is saying is that somewhere in here, if I go to videos, somewhere in here, I am going to see the chat. How am I going to do that? These are all old. They're all old ones. Discussion. Discussion? No. Discussion. Maybe, huh? No, those are comments. Comments, comments. Those are all my comments. Those aren't your comments. Okay, let's see what Timothy is saying to me. Let me come back over to the Bitcoin pair. It says, but greetings. Okay, quick question. You know a little Dutch. Oh, that's for Timothy. Okay, so that didn't really... In fact, what that did actually was that... Okay, go to this one, he says. Wants me to go to another one. Wants me to go to this one, which would have been... No way! Oh my gosh. Timothy, okay, wait a second. I'm going into my own. Look at you, friend. Oh my gosh, look at you, friend. Wow. It's working. Hey, Soren. Hey, you. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh. And Ben. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you, guys. How cool is that? Okay, but you can see that what I have to do is I have to figure in the Hangout, because now we have the window, it's the wrong window. Let me go back to my Hangout. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment, because I really need to be showing you guys the chart. So let's see if I can do that. And okay, here's the chart. Here's the chart. Yeah, see what's happening there though? I don't know if I can do both windows. There's the chart. Start there. Okay, so you guys can see the chart, right? Okay, I got it though. I got it. No, I had no clue. Oh my gosh. So were people like talking to me during the other events? Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh man, I'm so sorry for doing that. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that at all. Okay, I'm going to go back and just say, I know, I feel so bad. I really do. It's Timothy. He's helping me out. Oh, I know. Look at that. So, golly, I wonder how many of these. Oh my goodness, because you guys are That isn't even funny, by the way. You're not being funny right now. You're not even funny. I'm making a hot dog out of you. I'm gonna do a recipe request. Because that isn't even funny. Oh wow. So many new people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on just a moment. Gee whiz, 288 brand new people. I'm not 288. What are you trying to do? What are you really trying to do? I'm going to make a hot dog out of you. Timothy Famous. All right, so we have 288 new visitors. What is this? There's a sample MACD code built in. There's a sample MACD code built in. And it's saying click New and then select Moving Average Convergence Divergence. Select New. Indicators, Moving Average, Convergence Divergence. Moving Average Convergence Divergence. I need to go over that again. Ouch. Okay, so you know that we got into the Billy Go-Go trade at 9:30.77 on the Bitcoin Mt. Gox. And we are now trading down at 9:29.89. Okay, we'll go back to reading this here. This is the story coming out of Pat Jack. So will the advent of script ASIC affect the network of architecture of Litecoin and the other script coins? Will it be the same effects we might expect for Bitcoin to continue to exhibit? Or will network hash rate for the favored script coins simply explode by magnitudes and potentially then represent a real threat to Bitcoin's network effect, this originator of coin and network effect? Litecoin has many, many more miner nodes than Bitcoin at this time. All of the miners, single points or nodes that were mining Bitcoin with GPU arrays have switched to script coins and primarily to Litecoin, which has a total network hash rate of 112 GH per second. In second place is WorldCoin, etc., etc., etc. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and repost this article and get that back in the chat. Go back to our pair, and fascinating. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking to you anymore. Well, there always has to be somebody, Timothy. You know that I'm gonna give you the hot dog award today. Because yesterday I did that same thing, and I think that it cut my audio out for like good for the entire session. Remember, I'm just trying to get these things in the can so that to encourage TradingView to have its own thing going. So, never you mind, you're still my wing guy. So let's get back to this trade, right? We are in the BTC USD GOX trade at. I know. So what am I supposed to think? Mr. Helpful. I don't care. Of course I have to blame it on you. You were the one involved. You were right there in the middle of it. Give me your Bitcoin address and I'll put it on the broadcast. Give me your wallet address or whatever it's called. I mean, if you want to. If you have one, I will put it. See where these X's and X's and X's are? Or what I'll do is, let me see if I can get into my Twitter. I never know if I can or not. Sometimes it says, sometimes I have to go to Internet Explorer. Yeah, I don't even think my Twitter is in here, in the Chrome. Yeah, it's not. Darn it. All right, I have to see it. Else I'll put my own number in there. I'm looking for, okay, you guys, I am looking for anyone who wants to have their address, their coin address, advertised on the live stream. It will go out You gonna give it to me? Yeah, just give me one. Or I'll just do like a random. I'll go over to blockchain and find a random one. You're gonna give me yours, okay? Or you're gonna give me one. Okay. Now this isn't some like weirdo one, is it? Because this is going to be going out to the Orange County housewives. So we're going to go ahead and put this one, and we're going to grab this one that Timothy's given us, and take it back over to here. Go right click, format, change that, put that in, and there we go. Alright, wait till you see what happens. It's really neat. Let me finish the formatting though. Get the chat over here. Still. There we go. So, and let me also, this is the 60-minute, and let me put it on the, no, this is good enough. This is good enough. Okay, guys, here we are. It's almost 5 o'clock, and guess what? It's time for the Orange County Housewives. Yes, those are the housewives, the good housewives of Orange County, California, that are just now getting their Coinbase account. And so we are letting them know, listen up. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and get your Coinbase account up. Put a 0.00000, right? You want to send just the most micro amount to, that's right, to 17QF I6ZTVG4P A3ULOKW PAD74T 15G4Z1OJN. There you go. So we'll do like 3 or 4 of those. It's pretty cool. This is just to encourage. In fact, let me see what the Coinbase rate is right now. And we're going to go for your current Coinbase rate is 81969. 81969 is your current Coinbase rate. 81969. 81969. All right. So what you want to do is that you want to go to your Coinbase account, and you're going to send a micro transaction. Okay. So let's say right now the Coinbase is at 81969. So by sending a 0001 times 81969, making sure. Oh, then I think it's got to be 30. I went through this with Nebulous too. I think it has to be 0.001. All right, we'll work it out. We'll work out that part. But it's some very deliriously small piece of the puzzle. It'd be like 8 cents. That would go to this address, 8 cents. And that way, once you send out that money, you'll get all sorts of transaction history, etc. That was actually sent through your Coinbase account to this address. At least one bit. No. Come on now. Yeah, it's just a micro amount to get there. Listen, if I can reach 10,000 Orange County housewives, if I can reach the housewives of Malibu, if I can reach the housewives of Thousand Oaks, come on, if I can reach the housewives of Silicon Valley, these addresses will become world famous. So this is the address, 17QFI6Z TVG4PA 3ULOKWPAD 74T 15G4Z1OJN. The only thing about it that sounds very weird is it feels a little Hunger Game-ish. You know what I mean? Like, like today's numbers are. I don't know. Today's number, so it does have that little feel to it. So we'll see. We did 3 of them yesterday. It was kind of fun. And also it just stays in the lower third of the broadcast. So that's even cooler too. So we'll go back over to the 5-minute. I think you probably get it. And this is the 5-minute trade right now. And remember, we're in at 930.77 on our Billy Go-Go trade. And the trade is now at 929. 929. So we do have to put some math together also to understand when you get in, what's the commission structure. Well, and you're part of something. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're part of something. To me, Like the first 8 cents that I got for sending a tweet, and it was 8 cents. It was the so cool. I sent a tweet out, and I got paid 8 cents for it through Bitcoin, and it blew my mind. It just, I know you guys are all used to it and everything, but maybe once in a while you've got to just, would you just take a nickel and add 3 pennies to it and just look at it, look at where it's been, and look at what it took to even kind of create that entire idea. So if I can get an Orange County housewife who's just got her Coinbase account to send you 8 cents, I'm telling you, it will be the joy of joys for her. And then you're able to say, you know what? I am seeing the birth of a currency, and this is just friggin' awesome. And yeah, I got 8 cents, and I know exactly why I did. I mean, that is cool. I like that a lot. So let me get Timothy's address up. And we're just going to see. It is awesome. And I'm awesome. You should have done beauty bubble with the arrow, awesome. I'll put it up myself, because I think I am awesome. All right, so we'll read the number again since this trade is still stalling us out. We're at 9:30.77. The trade is stalled at 9:26.40. Just look at it. What do you want me to look at? What do you want me to look at? The trade? What, you think we're going to get a flush, huh? We're going to get a flush? Uh-huh. I bet you do. I bet that's what you're thinking, aren't you? You're thinking that maybe we need to just go ahead and scratch this puppy right now. We're in short 9:30.77. No, I'm sorry, we went long at 9:30.77. And our pivots are off of the Bitcoin USD MT Gox. Going back to our pivots are 922, 984, 876 on the low side. So we are, and what I want to do actually with these is know the difference in price so I can get those marked on the chart. There's a couple of things. Just look at it. What do you mean, what do you want me? What do you want me to do? Gosh, Timothy. What do you want me to do? Just look at it. Look at it. Look at the trade. The 930. We're in at 9:30.77 long. The trade's at 9:29 right now. I'm be missing something. Okay, so we're going to read this wallet again. If you're out there and you understand what I'm talking about, and you just got your Coinbase account, you want to go ahead and send a micro amount to 17Q FI6Z TVG 4PA 3ULOK WPAD 74T 15G 4Z10JN, and I'll leave this up for you. And if somebody is very kind, you can also think big in your good deeds and send us many Bitcoin to this address as possible. I'm going to Thailand next Feb, so I could use some. And I tagged you because it's for your viewers. And okay, I got it. Hold up. Oh, you're saying that the 17 because you're going to Thailand. Okay, there's such a lag, so just look at it as a previous joke. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, you're going to try and joke. With a lag, you're going to try and just do a joke. Okay, what Timothy wants to let me know is that if you are sending micro amounts, he's actually planning a trip to where this micro amount would go to and go for he is planning a trip to Thailand next February. And of course he could use a little extra moolah. And that's what we do here. A little less blah blah and a little bit more moolah. So Timothy, I'll do my best. I love it. Okay, I think we're cool. I never did get an answer from admin either about that macro on the MACD. Okay. It's also now 8 o'clock in New York. I want to thank for the viewers also for stopping by and listening to the shenanigans today, and also to the trending tickers. I want to let you guys know what they are: the Mt. Gox BTC USD, and now the XAU USD. We always see gold just about this time of the day. And there's not really anything too different. I want to remind you to visit forexcrunch.com, and I will take you over to CoinGig.com right now. CoinGig.com is our own at Nebulous. Timothy's got it going on. So we're going to go over to CoinGig. This is CoinGig. CoinGig is a up-and-coming company, and it is a company that has Bitcoin. It is concentric to Bitcoin. It allows you to sell and buy with and for Bitcoin. And there's many products that are coming into the inventory queue every day, and shows you what the Bitcoin currency exchange is there, and you should visit their fax page, etc., etc. But lots of cool things. If you had a direct question for the CTO, well, guess what? It's at Nebulous. That's his business right here, at Nebulous. And so it's all good stuff. And you can see just all sorts of different things. All sorts of different things. Amazon gift cards, Feathercoin stickers. That's CoinGig.com. Just all sorts, just every kind of thing that you can imagine. It's not all Bitcoin related. Here's a 12-month subscription to the U.S. and California for Skype. Lots and lots of different cool things. CoinGig.com. And CoinGig.com is an advocate of this outreach that we do. He's a wonderful person in my life, one of the founding fathers of Chart Chat Connect and Coin Chat Connect, and just an all-around perfect person in my life. And so I'll do a promote out to CoinGig.com. There we go. All right, we'll read the number again just to wet our whistle. This is our address of the moment. Our address is 17Q FI6Z TV G4P A3U LOKWPAD 74T15G 4Z10JN. And you're going to be sending micro amounts to that account. Thank you very much. And let's go back to the trade now at 926, trading off of our 930.77. 926.40, huh? And we're an hour into the trade. Oh, I don't know about that. As you know, we forced the long, and because we're not going to be taking shorts, so we do have to now go into the next stage of things, which is, where's our line in the sand? We know that we have pivots. We know the pivot is 922, and we got in at 930. All right. Well, sure. Of course. I mean, if I can promise, how could I promise that? I mean, I can put it in my book, I suppose. But how are we even going to know? How are we even going to know? Oh, because it will be, you'll have more viewers and BTC will be more worth. Oh, I see. Mwah, for the moolah. I got it. Mwah, for the moolah. Well, I'll do my best. Will do my best for you, even though you're the hot dog of the day. All right, so you can see that we did get in at a price that really was right at the 930.77 now. I mean, the entire move is being held back and down. So we just don't know exactly how much of this it's going to take, So we know that we have a 922 pivot. And I think that we're probably okay with 922. We're at 925 now, so we're $5 off our entry. And so we'll wait to see what happens at the pivot. Well, Timothy, you have like from what? From like the moment that I got a hot dog of the day. Yes, you are. I have to write all these wacky things that I have going on. You are hot dog of the day on the Billy Go-Go trade. And then what are we? What I don't know is that what are we going to call the shout out for the addresses? I still don't know what we're going to have call those. But he's guaranteeing me more viewers. All right, so let's go through some of the methodology of being in the trade. Number one, what do you want to do? You want to look at your chart. Okay, you don't want to just continue to look at the depth of market because it's really a sentiment. So you want to look at your chart and you want to look at price. Okay, you want to be methodical with your data points. You want to literally go through a sequence of, okay, I have this data point. That's why pivots are kind of fun. So you want to be very methodical when it comes to your data points. Don't be all scatterbrained. Don't, be looking at this system and that system and all of that. Just be methodical with your data points, whether they're support and resistance, pivots, daily highs and lows. Well, it's an honor to meet you too, hot dog. All right, you want to be reasonable. You don't want to be looking at a trade at 9:30.77 and think you're going to get 8:30.77 in 3 hours. You want to be reasonable. You want the price to come to you, and this is why we do the Billy Go-Go force trades, because now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, I would have waited. I would have just waited. Well, you do. You have to have price come to you, but we force this trade on so that we can go through, what the dynamics are and some of the lessons that you need to learn. You never want to be confused. Never, ever be confused or want to be confused or be of the sort of person that you're always in a confused state. And you never want to be confused when you're coming into the trade or addressing the trade, crafting your charts even. You don't want to be confused, okay? And then I want to let you know that even though we picked the Billy Go-Go at 9:30.77, we could have done all of the work up above. You could have looked at your chart, been methodical with your data points, charted, actually physically charted, published, be reasonable. You could have been totally reasonable. You could have let price come to you. You could be completely resolute in your mind, perfectly fine. And then number 7, I want everyone to take a listen up. Once you are inside of that candle, no one knows what will happen. No one. And if you're willing to accept that and learn all of the thousands, if not tens of thousands of lessons that you need to learn before you even press that button, is that no one knows what will happen. And so the paper only, theory only, I talk a lot about this, that even in every time frame, you should have 150 times where you've actually marked your trades, where you go through the entire sequence at least 150 times. And by that time, you will have a good sense of who you are, so that all those other things will not be part of your life, and also be honest enough to be able to say, once you've made the finest decision for you, no one knows what will happen. That's what makes the trade so powerful. No one knows. Okay? I think that probably does that. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So let's say, what are your favorite short-term indicators and oscillators? Well, I go to all of them. My training was with the stochastics, and I do feel like it's kind of an old cooked idea. It's one that I'm learning because I'm always looking at them and learning new tricks. So one that I learned in the last couple of months is the RSI with a 9 close with just a 50 base. That's it. So if price is above the 50 base or the 50 line, then we're not going to even try and confuse ourselves above the 80 or above the 70. We are getting in, or we are in overbought. If you're below the 50, it doesn't matter to me. If you are at 47 or 32 or less than 20, you are oversold. So that's a good little tip, is that you start off with the 50, see how your particular name responds off of the 50, but the RSI 9 is a great one. And then just a few days ago, I learned about the CCI. And the CCI is also one of those indicators that you do a dual setup with, and you're looking for a 50 on one and a 14 on another. And that in itself shows you when short positions are coming into play. It's really fascinating, the CCI. So maybe I'll build this up. So stochastics, dual stochastics, the RSI 9 with the 50 base, and this brand new one that I'm checking out, the CCI. So I don't have a favorite. I don't think that the oscillators should be favorites of yours. I know that a lot of people rely on them just heavily and intensively, but with so many new tools coming out and so many different ways in reading the numbers, I think that you should be have all of them in your arsenal. So those are the three that you'll probably hear me talk about the most. And because Timothy asked a great question of the day, great question, Timothy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me grab that question. It is question of the day. And this question of the day is, what are your favorite oscillators? But he did oscillators, did short-term indicators and oscillators. So Control C, but I didn't really understand the short-term, what you meant by that necessarily. I didn't understand that entirely. So that's the question of the day. Thank you, Timothy. And for that, we will be rereading. So buying under 20 and selling above 80, isn't that profitable way? Well, what's happened is that those numbers have become very defined and refined. And so just to say, oh, over, under 20, that's what that means. Over 80, that's what that means. No. Those numbers are being changed and dialed in such a fierce way that the retail trader cannot just rely on those lines. No, I have to still make you my hot dog. And you can be a good hot dog, but you're going to be still my hot dog. All right, so for Timothy being not only hot dog of the day, but also bringing a great question to me, we are going to reread the address, guys. The address of the moment is 17Q FI6ZTV G4P A3U LOK WPAD 74T1 5G4Z10JN. And there we go. Short term in terms of scalping. Yeah, okay. I'll go over some of those maybe another time too. Okay. Will do. I think it's the CCI actually is probably going to be a winner coming into this season, but we'll see. Okay. Anyone else? You can either become hot dog of the day if you'd like, and we're going to go back to the Billy Go-Go trade in just a moment. Oh, he's decided what his toppings are. Okay. He wants a little bit of mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard. Okay. You've got it. Coming up. All right. One Timothy be famous. Mayo, ketch, mustard. Crispy bun, please. There you go. Oh, man. Okay, so the trade is at now 925 off of the 930. And we're getting very close now to pivot at 922. So we're going to put our pivot price in. And 922, format that in. 922. 922, format that, and then we're going to go ahead and make the pivots. Make the pivot color make it the pink so we know that that's the pivot. So we know we're trading above the pivot. We know that below the pivot we have issues. And look at that. Look at that. So the trade is about to go short at 922. 922 takes us to 876. 922 takes us to 876 on the Bitcoin USD on pivot, empty Cox. Oh gosh, MGS Buddha. Oh my gosh, somebody's always got something. So we have the Billy Go-Go trade is in blue. And the floor pivot is in magenta. And actually, let's see if I can see if you guys are going to even be able to, maybe I bring this down here so you can kind of see. There we go. I think that's better. 923.20 on its way to 922, only $1.20 off. So you can see why having pivots in play. And that's something that I should probably, did we get into the trade at 12:05? So the day had already started. 12:05. Interesting. And we're coming into the floor pivot, $1.20 off. Okay, let me make sure that I read those pivots to you guys again so you have them, okay? So on your Mt. Gox USD MT Gox pair, your pivot is 922. You'll only get these pivots read to you live here on air with me. Your pivot at 922. Your resistance 1, 984. Your resistance 2, 1030. That's $1,030. Your support 1 is 876. And your support 2 is 814. And we'll start talking more about how you trade around knowing what the pivots are, okay? Then your pivots on the Bitcoin USD Bitstamp pair today, pivoting off of 812. The pivot is 812. Resistance 1, 859. Resistance 2, 896. Your support 1 level is at 776. And your support level 2 is at 728. And you will only get those numbers read to you live here on the air with me. Our address of the moment is 17QF1. I'm sorry, let me start over. Start. Our address of the moment is 17QFI6Z TVG4PA 3UL OK WPAD 74T 15G4Z1OJN. Okay, and for our Orange County housewives, Malibu housewives, Thousand Oaks housewives, Silicon Valley housewives, if you're coming into Coinbase for the very first time, please just go ahead, send a micro amount to that address. That address comes from one of the fine chartists inside of TradingView. There you go on that. Okay, so let's check out. Make sure that you subscribe to the Beauty Bubble channel. Those numbers really matter. Not to me. I do not monetize any of my YouTube, although it's been offered to me many times. I do not monetize, but if you subscribe and we bump up that subscriber list, at least I can put those numbers and put that idea, that folio in front of TradingView, so that I hope that TradingView will understand how important that a live outreach is. Remember that the event only goes for 4 hours a day, and I power up at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and we run the show until 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so we get to see the action of the Open, which is going to be in another 1 hour and 4 minutes until the Open. And we've covered actually a lot of things today. Let me see. And now we're trading at 9:23, and we're just about to come into the pivot right now, the 5 minute. There we go. We're just about to come in, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and then if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and get up, and this is where I get nervous. It's because we have an announcement coming up, so I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. He did. I don't know what this is done. That's ridiculous. Isn't that crazy? You can't even have any fun. Oh, okay. So. All right, so here we come into price. Remember, I'm keeping the mic open too today because of the snafu of yesterday. So, you are going to hear like my life sounds, my ambient sounds. Trying to keep things as quiet as I can. But what's trending right now is the USD JPY, the BTC USD, the Euro USD, the Mt. Gox BTC USD, and places that you want to go and visit would be forexcrunch.com, stocktwits.com. Definitely give those sites a shout out. You'll notice at the very bottom when you go to publish, you see the ST. That's StockTwits. If you've never been to StockTwits, it's free to join and all of that. And we're looking for, I guess, the ECB is going to be breaking out its rate decisions. So what we'll do really quickly is we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the Euro USD. And we will watch this thing rock and roll for a moment. In her drawer. She's in her drawer. No, I think it works out better. Whatever. People get up, they sit down, people cough, people sneeze, people poofer. People, you know, it's like I don't know why I have to make I don't have to make this a big production, and I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it a big production. It should feel natural and interesting and all of that. So we're watching the Euro USD on the 5 minute, and I'll put Timothy's Timothy's address up here as we watch it, so you guys can see. There you go. That's the address of the moment. And there, see how they're going on about it's the worst this and the worst that. And here's the euro right here, waiting for its reaction. There we go. Maybe. 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 Hello, Carlos. Okay. Okie dokes. Yeah, of course I do. Yep. Whoa, 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 look at that. Holy moly. Gee whiz. Ouch is right. Gee whiz. Accommodative. Yikes. Sure. What? What do you do? You hear him? Man, oh man. In the cloud. Gee whiz. Look at what it did. Look what it did to Bitcoin. Wow. It's crazy, you guys. So you just saw how the European Central Bank can move the name now. That's what this is all about right here. And so recovery is ultimately the test. And you want to see if this happens, if it continues to happen 3 or 4 times, then that means that I don't care where you are in the world, if you are not watching what the European Central Bank is talking about, you're going to be caught up in this. Remember, our pivot was 922. Once it passed the pivot, it went south. Unreal. That is unreal. Unreal. Because otherwise you would have been looking at this. I hope you realize that. You would have been looking at it and you would have been, well, what's the what's the big deal? Well, that's it right there. There is your European Central Bank. So make sure that you keep an eye on that from now on. Put it in your phone. European Central Bank. Here, I'll look it up. So you guys know what it is. Okay, this is the European Central Bank right here. Got it? European Central Bank. Here's their homepage. There's their homepage. Pretty robust. And I will send this over to... Oops. Our bot. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So you go here. Oh, why didn't it pick up? Weird. Pick up. Refresh. It is right there. Control C. So see that down bid is holding. The rest of the coins, the only coin that did not respond as poorly was Litecoin, LTC. LTC, BTC. LTC, BTC. LTC, BTC. Look at how LTC, BTC responded, guys. Look at that. Look at that little bit of craziness. Wow. Wow. Gee whiz. Wow. Okay, to bra poll. I don't like I react to the news only as to how the charts move. So you'd have to speak to someone that understands monetary policy to know whether or not the news is considered good or bad. And usually what you'll find out is that no one will agree if it's good or bad, but what you need to do is just make sure that you're aware that um, you know that there's price action around these announcements. Okay. That was nuts. Okay, in the Hangout, guys, I hope that you saw the ECB link. Okay, this is the European Central Bank. This is their homepage. There's a webcast if you wanted to watch the webcast. What I'm letting the chartists know is that price action around these announcements is really, where I want to put my attention. It's not getting involved in the pundit discussion if it's good or bad. Right now, it's good for Litecoin. Right now, it's just moderated right now for the Bitcoin. Oh, same chart for the Litecoin in the 5-minute. See? Now for the Litecoin in the 5-minute. Nope. No. I'm going to do the I'm sorry. What we did was we did the Litecoin, the LTC, BTC. There you go. Okay, so it was good for Litecoin BTC. It wasn't so good, and it's been neutralized now for the Bitcoin, not Gox pair. Is that the screen you're actually working with? Okay. Are you saying the ECB tanked the price of BTC? Asian, you know what? I'm just looking at price action. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at price action and making an association. Absolutely. So, absolutely. You got price action on that news. No, you can't even get around that. You cannot get around that. So, you have to compare. That's why we've been talking about that the coiners really had better have at least 4 Forex pairs in the queue so that they can know what is going on with the currency pairs. And, of course, because the question has been discussed and brought to the table, is that are we looking at a currency? Are we looking at a commodity? Which there's a lot of really smart people that think that we're actually looking at a commodity. Or are we really looking at an equity? So, we've tried to keep the stream of consciousness open about this for a long time. and especially talking about that you'd better have some Forex pairs in your queue so that you know what's going on with the major global currency. If you think that you're playing a currency, then you need to know. We know that the pivot today was 922, and price tanked below the pivot. Our next pivot was there was 922 and 984. I'm sorry, 876. 876 is the next line down. So it depends on how much how much weight that this decision is going to have. We know that we're getting reaction because there is a reaction in price. There's nothing else going on here that could have triggered that except for that news. There's nothing else in the chart that could have helped you trigger that point, that inflection point right there. 922 is the pivot. Well, this is the thing, Yadu. I will certainly take a listen and try and understand, but the answer is best given by someone like our own at J. Livermore or even at Robert Sweetman. To deliver the analysis. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm responding to Yadu. He's asking me what part of the news would affect the Bitcoin price. And I'm letting him know that, I can take a listen and try and understand, but the answer is best given by the people that deliver this kind of analysis inside of the flat chat, and that would be someone like Jay Livermore or our very own Robert Sweetman. And so it's a great question. Now it's just blah. Oh, I see. That's right, a little less blah blah. But he's talking about the news. So. But yeah, I wish I could tell you, well, this equals that to that equals this, and if this number becomes that number, I don't know. We really need to talk to someone that better understands how interest rates affect certain currencies. I believe that it was a matter of that we had a noun that came in, and that noun was, I think that they said, yeah, there's, oh boy, look at this. We're going to get that 876. They had used a phrase, and apparently accommodative. Yeah, he used the word accommodative. That their decisions would be accommodative. I'm going to write this out here. Okay. And so here we go. There's the 890, and we're looking for a support level of 876. 876 is in our sights. Yeah, you can't avoid this. There's no way that you can avoid this. So I hope that you guys do understand that. You need to look at the gold reserve standard in relation to BTC. Thanks, Cherry. Okay, so we know that we wanted to find a interesting spot at 876, so 876 interests us. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty. And it looks like maybe we have a GOX problem, guys. Do we have a GOX problem or no? I need to know now. You guys can get on that, please, for me right away. Please, 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 please. Do we have a problem with GOX? Thank you. Thank you, please. Thank you very much. Please write it in the box if we do. I'm going to go ahead and do a line at the 876 line. Well, without digesting the content, how could you say that the news event it's difficult to talk without getting the meaning of the news event? I do not see any news. Oh, okay, that's right. Well, you got to get it here first. Oh my gosh, let me get this in here. I'm going to format this to the 876 for the coordinates. And see, this is why the pivots would have been important today. 876 takes us way down here. I think that's going to work. I have to go more like that. Mess up again. 76, the next pivot. And we know that 922 is the major pivot. And there's 876. We're going to format the color. And we might have tanked the price of the euro just now, but I seriously doubt they had anything to do with BTC. Okay, so Asian. I mean, you can't. Come on, you guys, stand up for yourselves here. Don't let idiots tell you something else. Everything affects everything. If you don't see that that was what was affected, please, that's ridiculous. Fight for yourselves, people. Don't become lemmings with this. Please do not. Everything affects everything. There's no way that Bitcoin is outside of this realm of consciousness. There's no frigging way. Fight for yourselves. Please do that. Don't just listen to bullshit. Please don't. We've been saying now for weeks, follow your Forex pairs. It's very important to the health of your trade. It's extremely important. Just because you haven't found it doesn't mean that it's not happening right now. You're seeing the birth of a currency. And this is something that you've heard me talk about as well. That's what you're seeing right now. So get adjusted. Readjust yourself. Seriously. Don't be pawns in this. Don't get lazy about this at all. Look at this. Look at this right now. My hands are. Do you think I'm the one that's manipulating this? I'm not the one manipulating this. There's no effect whatsoever. There's none whatsoever that would have made the 922 pivot take the action off the ECB. I mean, come on. Don't be morons. Serious. You don't agree with me. Find out for yourself. You saw the trade come in. You know that I got up off my chair. You know that I ran into my point and click and told them that the ECB was coming in at any moment. It was going to be on interest rates, and there you go. And this is a noun. It's a total noun concatenate too. Bad. The way what was the word? What was the word? I'm glad you guys are here with me. Look at this beauty bubble. Yeah, I see the BTC is failing, but like everything else. But what's the ECB got to do with it? My daughter just finished drinking her milk, and I'm supposed to think that each time she finishes her milk bottle, that is going to drop their house. What? What? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God. Look at the price. What is happening? Please. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're busting through 876. Your support level 2 is at 814, okay? Support level 2 is at 814. S2 is at 814, guys. 814. You heard it here. You heard it here. Should I take it out to the horde? You want it to be here, or do you want me to send it to the horde? What do you guys want me to do? What do you want me to do? Seriously. Serious, guys. This is serious business here. This is serious business. It's ridiculous. Get real. Seriously. Oh, I'm so mad at you guys right now. 857.10, 857.10, then 814. Oh my gosh. 780, huh? Where are you getting 780 from? Duly noted. So let's see what's happening with the light point. LTC. And we want the LTC BTC, right? Yep, we want the LTC BTC. And what has happened there? So there it took its edge up, and then, I mean, come on. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. I mean, seriously, that circle is the ECB right there. So let's get real. Oh my God. Oh my God. This makes me so angry. Oh my God. To think that there'd be that kind of denial. Oh my God. That's just ridiculous. You guys, I don't even know what to say about this. I'm like, I took my hair down. That's how I am right now. I just took my hair down. This is nuts that people would be thinking something different is going on. That is absolutely crazy. That's crazy talk. That's all that is. It's a lot of blah blah and not enough moolah. There was moolah in this trade to the short. To the short. To the short. Unreal. Oh man. Oh man, you guys, seriously. So basically what that says is that you really have to, you have to draw a nice big box around these moments, and you have to kind of get out of its way. You do have to get out of its way, let the trade resolve itself. And so anyone that's, I think that prepper is someone that doesn't think what that news affects anything. Okay. All right. So Timothy wants to know. Timothy, we pivoted off of 922. Our first support is 876. It broke through that. It looks like 876 is providing some support. Your next level is 814. What you want to make sure about, though, is that there were fib levels also in this play, like 857, 857.10. I know is a level for me, probably on a super support line from way back, 857, before you would get 814. And I don't know the length of this either. I don't know how long this event can take. So, people want to deny it, and if that means that it's just never happened before in your lifespan, you've never actually seen it happen. So don't deny it. Don't be foolish like that. Get in there and study it. That's the only thing that you can do. You don't have to be a politician. You don't have to get over political about it. Just get in there and study the move. What in the hell happened? Here's the pivot, 922. We've had that pivot going. What kind of a... Oh, my broadcast is going to terminate in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, so he wants to go to stamp. Okay, so that's right. A BTC stamp. And hold on just a moment. And we do have those stamp numbers for you too. And the BTC stamp. Okay, so our pivot was on the stamp was 812, which is up here. It was at 812. Your support level was 776 and 728. 776 and 728. 776 and 728. And I don't think I don't have a lot of lines on this chart. I think I've cleaned up some things because, well, I cleaned up some things. Coordinates are 776. And this is why all these things, one day soon, I can have all these things kind of lined up for you guys. But here's the 776. That's your support 1. Your support 1. 812 was your pivot. So here's support 1. 776 on the stamp. And you're trading at 790, so you're, $24 away. I don't know what the threshold would be here on this either. A lot of things I don't know. A lot of things I don't know. Do a price label on this though, guys. 781. Just be quiet for a moment. So does everyone have their pivots? Does everyone have their pivots? You understand that the 96 for us, the Ruby 96 is way up here. All of the moving averages are facing down. All of them are facing down. And we're pivoting on the day off of 812. Yeah, and I need to do some studies on this too, because actually, Timothy, this is a very good point, that the math pivots may have a threshold. There may be a threshold that we need to be aware of in each of the products. And what is that threshold? Is it a $5 threshold, up or down? So that we don't find ourselves just waiting and waiting and waiting for that pivot to tag. So we do need to talk about those thresholds, okay? Remember, we do this all together to learn together, okay? We do it together to learn together. So hopefully we can earn. But right now we're looking at a 0.59% threshold in price away from pivot. 0.59% threshold away from pivot. So we're going to just wait patiently. And another thing that we don't know too is the duration. Many times what I've seen are 7 candle counts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get number 6 and number 7 for a resolution, potentially 7 candle counts. It depends on how big the news is. We've got a 7 candle count with a threshold and thresholds pivot. 776. Oh, I don't want to give these numbers wrong out to you guys. 776 on the Bitstamp BTC USD is 776. So I have that number right. So So we are looking for some type of a bottom. I guess that's what everyone is looking for, is some type of a bottom to be put in. Let's see how you guys are holding up. You guys holding up okay? I hope I didn't like yell out too much, too badly. So, how does 51% double spend related with cashing power? What? Okay, so let's go back over to the Bitcoin BTC USD, and the market is going to be opening up in 24 minutes. Okay, that was that. Going back to the Meltbox. Okay, so there we are. We did put that secondary low, right, that came through the 876, and now it's just pausing, even on the 1 minute. We'll take it to the 1 minute. What the hell? Gee whiz. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a joke. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Gee whiz. I'm taking myself off a screen share. Gee whiz. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Unreal. That's how, that's how, unreal. Wow. Look at these. Look at these cretins. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. You guys are just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Gee whiz. These same. Same old. Same old. I sent it to Stan. It's just ridiculous. It's hideous. Hideous. Sorry, guys. All right, we have 20 minutes for New York to open. And that's the 1 minute, so we got our 876, and we pulled off of the 876, and let's see about the candle count. We'll go to the 5 minute. That's kind of when it started to take hold. and we took hold at one, that's the big one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I would wait for the 7th candle to come back in. Unreal. Gee, what is that to say? So it isn't, there's no, don't misunderstand a personality for panic either. As the news came in, you know, the thing that we needed, that we did not have in place, was actually all of the pivots. Because it's hard to believe, you know, when you're at 922 that, well, what in the world would be the catalyst? But there's always a catalyst for move and redirection, especially when a name has become so, you know, that we had a lot of sideways action. The 5 minute especially really gives you that pinching quality over time. It's just such a compression. And then, you know, and then compression releases. And it can release in many different ways. It can release by noun, by price, by pressure, by event, by people, by rogue, by the system, all sorts of things. I mean, price is a reflection of everything that we are. And it's, you know, price is not just what an individual person decides that they're willing to buy and sell for. It just isn't that. It responds and reacts on many, many, many different levels. And some of them are deep and they're serious, you know, like a handcuff play. Why would a handcuff play change anything? I mean, what, we had full advancement plus within 4 hours. And so when you're looking at an announcement like this from a politician, you know, we have a 7 candle count, and we're just waiting for resolution. So there's no panic. It's just a matter of understanding the personalities of who's in the trade. Some people are more calm, some people are more agitated, some people are more excited, and all of that. So we try and, you know, do a little less blah blah, a little bit more moolah, knowing where the ranges are, knowing why that came into range, and why it's pulling off of the 876. So can I talk to you for a moment? Okay, alrighty. So I don't want to put us on mute, guys. I'll go ahead and I'll make the screen full share, or full screen, and I think it's just fascinating. That is fascinating what these guys are doing here. It's fascinating, the two of these guys right here. These two. You want to talk about coming in and destroying a community. Unreal. Seriously unreal. There's your author right there. That one and this one. This. Unbelievable. It's destroyers. Just destroyers of anything good. Ridiculous. Okay, so we pushed off. We're on the 5-minute Bitcoin BTC USD. And let me see here. No, you can't help me. And you can't even help yourself. You're so busy meddling in other people's business. And there's that 7th candle. I don't even want to put that in there. I'm just going to write. Okay, so we have 15 minutes for the New York session, and I'm going to literally lift up off of the chair and shut the door so that I can talk to my point foot guide, and I'll be right back, guys, okay? Probably also going to get another beverage. So thank you very much. And all the people, too, that are visiting, over 80 brand new people coming into TradingView. And your trending tickers are the BTC USD, the Euro USD, the Mt. Gox pair, of course, the Euro USD, big news today. And we don't really have any new equity tickers that are coming in the queue, which is a little odd with just under 15 minutes to go. And so get your levels out and make sure that you know what they are. I'll be going back over the, being that we're below pivot, our pivot on the Bitcoin Bitstamp is 812. Our pivot on the Bitcoin USD Mt. Gox is 922. And of course, we are in the support levels. And so enjoy. I will be back in just a couple moments, okay? Once again, I'm not putting the, not putting myself on mute. If you guys are cool with that. If you guys are cool with it, I'm cool with it. Okay. Unbelievable. Seriously. And it's every day. Every single day.
Yeah.
Oh, where are their parents? Where are the people that brought them?
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'll pull it out a little quicker.
Too crazy.
Right.
Right?
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so once again. Okay, you guys. Wow, 5 of you actually hung out. Thanks. Thank you. All right, so we're on a 7 candle count. I think we're out of the woods here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, and it just kind of moderated itself. All right, so but we are still below the pivot. The 922 is the pivot. This is looking more like a very bearish flag, though. So you do have to keep an eye on that for sure. And then the market opens in 7 minutes. And we don't really have too many trending tickers going on at all. I know that Macy's was a name that someone was watching earlier in the queue. And so here's the Macy's trade in the 5 minute. Go to the 15. And the Macy's trade on Ruby was in the trade at 52.90. It's trading now at 55.05. So we may want to watch the Macy's trade as it opens. And the other one was the BBBY trade, which was down quite a bit, almost, I think they said over 8%. And so this is held pretty strong from 79.26, and here it's ledged down. You're getting a low print here, and from 79.26 to 72, down, it says it's up a modest 0.59%. Okay, so we'll take a look at maybe those two, and I'm waiting for any other tickers that are coming in. Obviously, you take a look at your Facebook. And Facebook also had a nice little, in the 15-minute range here, had an incredible candle, print low. There's the Facebook, and a 15-minute low. One smack down. And let's see how Apple, AAPL, how it was treated. Apple on the 15-minute held strong. Held pretty strong during all of that. That's the Apple on 15-minute. And then we go back to I'll get my trade. Hold on just a minute. I've got them listed here. Go to my cards. Those are my empty cards for more stuff. Looking for our trending tickers from the beginning of the year. So we have Apple, we have XOM, and we have 4 minutes to go for the open. There's your XOM on the 15-minute, trading down 0.33%. The Google. And Google looks like it took a nice piercing of the 96. I need to show Joe that. There's the 96 on Google. Who was I talking to about the 96? Oh, I understand. It was Maddie last night. PTR. PetroChina in the 15-minute trending down. Down 0.68. And Microsoft and SFT. Microsoft also, a little doe foot right there on Microsoft. It looks like it held true. Actually took a little bump up. And then GE. And we have 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go on the GE. And it looks like news like the GE here. And that is very interesting on GE. And we're going to go to J&J with 3 minutes to go. And we have J&J on a pre-market move. J&J on a pre-market move, taking off of 94.16 and WMT. And Walmart, look at the spike to do some covering up there. Wow. Okay. WFC makes. So this might be interesting to watch, actually, the WFC as it opens. New York opens in 2 minutes. Thank you, Ace of Swords. Okay. I think that puts us in good stead. Let me go back to the Bitcoin. And that's right, we're just kind of waiting, right? We're just waiting for resolution around this area here. And we'll go to the 5 minute. And really, I mean, nothing is happening. We have a lot of people in the platform, in the queue, and as I said, this kind of looked like a little bit of a bearish environment here. So let's see how New York opens up. And New York is going to open up in 1 minute. In 1 minute. We'll go to 1 minute. And there's your 1 minute, and once again, it's just digesting sideways. There's your 1 minute. And maybe what we'll do is we will look at the spider in the 1 minute, and we'll watch the market open on the 1 minute. Another shot, halfway, and there we go. And in the 1 minute right now, so we're open. All right, the spider is trading at 184-ish, and we're looking probably, if it pierces down here, it's going to have a reaction to the world market. And so we'll take a look at the spider as it opens up. I'll take us over to the stock and index, and we are going to be watching the spider open live. Okay, so in our second candle now, I'm going to keep an eye on the pairs. And we'll just get this real nice and close, and we'll see that the 96 is holding court in the 1 minute. And as soon as we see a piercing of the cloud, then we're going to be in some type of trouble, and we are exactly 30 minutes away from the broadcast ending. We'll check the Billy Go trade too after, once we're in the green room, so we can see how the market opens and reacts to the news out of Europe. Apple is a trending ticker right now, which is pretty common. In our third candle now, we had the one piercing of the cloud. See if the cloud can support. That's all that's happening right now. So we want to get some support and resistance lines in. We'll move these about though. So here's a support right there. And we have a resistance already, but we do need to wait for 30 minutes. And we'll wait for the 950 reversal, and we'll wait for an additional 10 minutes beyond there. That's the range of play right now. And we'll take it from top to bottom so we can see it. Top to bottom, that's your range. And there we go. Just in general, so you can see it. We're in now the fourth candle in. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the 1 minute spider. So now we've broken through the opening low. And now we can bring this down. Remember, we don't have any other drawings except for the price action of the open. That's all we have right now. Bring this down. So we know that a low has been put in and a high has been put in for the range thus far. And it's 21 cents. I shouldn't say only 21 cents. See, it looks like I'm not getting, oh, there's the data load right there. I was watching a tech show yesterday, and they were going over some things, and man, the way that they were talking about like the screen and the keyboard and the bezels and the way certain things are built, and they had all this really cool ways that they describe things, and I was like, dang, I want to know about all of that. It sounded like so much fun to know it so well, you know, especially the equipment that we use. To just know it so well, and not like, you know, you're a tech mechanic or something like that, but I don't know, just to be able to have enough knowledge to especially look at the new things that are coming out. And I suppose maybe if you were to read a manual, in the manual it would give you some of this. But I was really impressed with, you know, and like a while back it would be just like, oh, display, screen, CPU, and all of that. But now it's just so, like, the way that you talk about tech is so elegant now. I got a real kick out of that. I do have to make a list of some newer ideas, and so, but it's hard. I'm not a broadcaster. That's the bottom line. I am just not a broadcaster. But we are waiting for the 184.14 perhaps to get tested and to break through, which would be a new session high. That's what we're waiting on. So the 184.14 high looks like it was rejected. And now we're testing the top of the cloud. And it looks like Litecoin just made its move. Yeah, go out. Okay, so we've broken through the cloud. Now we're in the second candle, broken through the cloud. Remember, it's 6:37, so we're completely out of the trade. We are not involved in the opening prints. And we'll go ahead and we'll move. This is the range. Looks like the range is about to get broken. Okay, the range has been broken now. So there's a lot of assumptions, of course, when a range is broken. And remember, this is only a pierce, actually. So this was a breach. This was a breach. The next candle should, if it wants to do this, it is going to break through the original support. Right now, all the moving averages are speaking to more of a downward push. That's what they're speaking about right here. There will be a downward push. Next candle print. Next candle print, please. Thank you. You can see the EMAs flickering too. Okay, so looking for another candle push right in here. And we can see that the open was a lower high, a lower open. And thank you guys for hanging in there. We're watching the spider. This is the S&P 500, and now we are breaking support right now. And all of our moving averages are speaking of lower prints. So we will go ahead and just move and watch it. We're getting lower and lower and lower prints, and lower and lower and lower prints. Right as we go. We're just going to race right through the cloud. Wow, we racing through the cloud. Okay, so let's see how that works out though. Very easily wick up. And we race through. The next print is still inside of the cloud. Take that off to the side. There we go. It looks like we're still going south. Still going south. Let me get this here. Okay, but we are 6:41. We still have 9 minutes to get the opening high and the opening low. We did get our push through the cloud. No biggie. No biggie. Okay, so we're going to squeeze in here. We know that it came through the base here. Came down here now. But we're waiting. Really? Aw. Thanks, Timothy. Okay, so we may have put in a bottom. We're going to stay patient. Oh, I need to get, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to give Timothy a little bit more love here. Timothy, I'm going to put your address back up. There we go. There's your address. Right with the spider. Can you believe it? Whoa. So you see that took all the price right through. So it's heat seeking, trying to get people out of the way. Trying to take people out of the way. Get people out of their positions. Okay, so we have Timothy, right? Timothy is 17Q. F I6ZTVG4PA3UL, OKW, PAD74215G4Z1OJN. That is our address of the day. And so this is just to give you a chance. If you have a Coinbase account, you're going to send a micro amount. It'll end up being like an 8 cent push to this address, and that will then, it'll engage all sorts of different things inside of your Coinbase account, and you'll go into the account and you can figure out, did the money go, or did the coin go, did the transactions, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Did that actually work? And so Timothy is our guinea pig today. Reading once again, 17Q Fi6ZTVG4P A3ULOKW PAD 74T15G 4Z1OJN is the address of the day. What do you mean? You know what you do? You go do good and make money. That's what you do. You go do good. Do good. That's what you do. You go do good and make money to go do good. Okay, that's it. That's the wraparound. That's already is. No way. Are you serious? Tell me. Oh, you're just joking? Oh, you weirdo. Okay, you're back to hot dog. Okay, you're in hot dog territory. Oh, man. Well, there's a song out there, once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime, you just don't know. You don't know. He's saying, I wish. Well, all right. So for the viewers here, you've been listening to me now since, well, for almost 4 hours, and we're going to be coming to a close in just a few minutes here too. And usually I'll do a little bit of housekeeping after the broadcast terminates, because it goes to an automatic hangout. Then I'll close down the live portion, and then we'll move on over to Coin Chat or Chart Chat. We will see how that feels today. I know that I've got quite a few emails. I've got to talk to Stan about some of the shenanigans that are going on out there. But wow, to the new visitors of TradingView, such a pleasure to have you in our stream and in the platform. My goodness, 117 brand new people coming in right now. TradingView welcomes you. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. and it's 3 minutes until the reversal. The trade has been to the low side, so what we'll do is, let's see here. I'm just going to wait. We did get a low print that came in at 183.77. 183.77 was the low. And so we have 3 minutes for the reversal. So J Scorp saying, from the news story, the report also leaves the door open for prosecuting Bitcoin under counterfeiting criminal statutes in the Stamp Payments Act, something which Wired investigates further here. Wired investigates further here, etc., etc. Lemegle, I'm not seeing rising wedge. Buy out. Buy out. Two minutes to go for the reversal. No, you cannot. Here are the reversals coming into the market. No, you cannot. When we know that we had our high that was up here, right? That was our opening session, right? 1430. We're getting the 950 reversal here. That's exactly what that looks like. That's exactly what that looks like. Yeah, Timothy, really, you will get so messed up with the trolls inside of the box. Really. So I know you're trying to be sweet and everything, but all they're doing is waiting on the outside. That's all they're doing right now. So, you know, be of good cheer. Be of good cheer, okay? And we're looking at the reversal right now. And as you can see, sometimes it can happen right on the minute. Sometimes we've seen more than once that it can happen, even the 2-3 minutes before, like we're seeing here. 2-3 minutes before, but that's called the reversal, the 950 reversal. Okay, I'm going to let this fill out. I know, it's because, but that's, you know, what is shady haters, right? Shady haters, and basically, what does he have to do with you? What does he have to do with you? He doesn't have anything to do with you, and he doesn't have anything to do with me. You know, and look at this, Bryce W. Oh my God, an ignore button. Life is fucking sweet. Look at that. So I sent it to Stan. I hope that Stan bans it inside of the script. I guess they were able to put it inside the script editor. So it's just disgusting. That's right. I'm glad, because you see what they did today? They built an ignore. Look at this, and look at how they're spreading it around. Look at this, spreading and spewing their bile. That's what they're doing, spewing bile. That's what they're doing right now, spewing bile. No one should be ignored like that. No one. Really, and we're in the greater marketplace. It doesn't even belong in this consciousness at all. At all. That's why we don't have it inside of TradingView. We do not have a ban, ignore, flag, or mute feature inside of TradingView. And it just, it absolutely disgusts me. Once again, here we are. We know all this incredible stuff about the market, and here we got the reversal, and now we're getting the truth is actually coming in right now. So the high was put in up here. The low was put in here. We want to add maybe a 58. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go to the 3 minute, because we need a 3 minute candle here. No. Yes. So we want to wait for 3 10-minute candles. 10 3-minute candles, starting from 1430. So we want to take the high from up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're looking for 7 o'clock, and then we'll take a look at the high. Ridiculous. So it's ridiculous. Horrible people. It's horrible. They have no business being here with us at all. Go ahead. Your days are numbered. Okay, so we're getting 1, 2, 3 tags. We're waiting for 7 o'clock hour. We do know that the reversal was a pretty decent reversal. Go ahead and remove Timothy's address. Okay, so if you guys have enjoyed the, the whole idea of TradingView being live every day, number one, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And that way, because I think I started off with 22 subscribers from the old school days, and that these numbers can then kind of be folioed and sent to TradingView, and that they can see that, wow, there are people that actually get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and listen to the market open. And it only goes until 7 o'clock, so it's not like forever and forever. And when we have plenty of things to talk about, I mean, I can't. There's no way I can keep up with all the things that are out there in the market. We didn't even really look at any news, or just looked at price and pivots and kept our eyes focused on the charts. And you can see how quickly even 4 hours goes by. So we are still in the cloud, in the spider. We'll go on over to the Bitcoin, because that's where you guys wanted to really spend most of your time. And sure enough, the Bitcoin did react and respond, and it's now reversing through and back. And what it did was it actually put in a little bit of a W pattern, and which is healthy. And let's go. This is where the ECB was. Remove all that. And we'll go. There's a new tool that I've been using. It's called, you guys might like it. Let's see, where is it? It's called the three drivers pattern. It gives you like a W pattern. So we take it from pivot here, take it down here. That's 2. Take it up here to the W pattern. Take it to the right shoulder, and take it to the center point, which is there, and anything above 901.75, we're out right there, is considered maybe going back up and through the pivot. So that's the potential right there of the move. Oops, and then or. Actually, let me get that back. Or, we'll just leave that or. There's your pivot there. So we're either going to cross the W, we're going to stay maintained above 902, getting our way back to 930, getting our way back to Billy, or we're going to go to 922 to the pivot, and then we'll start to come back and retest. You can see how the right shoulder of the W is right at 880, right over here too. It's very close, and that's why a lot of your names are, I'm sorry, a lot of charts have a lot of lines. I mean, once you start developing your lines, it's not going to be like that. But when they go to publishing, it changes things around a little bit. And I think that was my 5-minute warning. So you guys, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, The Beauty Bubble. Come on over to Chart Chat Connect or Coin Chat Connect. Where we do Professor Dan B. He comes in, and we have an incredible time over there. It's where Creator Group resides. It's the home of Ruby. That's Coin Chat Connect and Chart Chat Connect. And the Creator Group is going to be convening January 15th. And if you have an elevator pitch, if you want to be involved in some of the more creative things that are happening inside of the charts, come on over. And we're going to be voting in candidates, January 15th, and then a few days after that. And we'll make our announcements as to who has been selected. Creator Group 1 even with all of its bruising and problems. Ruby was monetizable, and so which is really fascinating. Yet there has been no money has changed hands or anything of that nature. But oh, he wants the bit stamp. Yeah, okay, you got it. You got it. BTC USD, but he wants the bit stamp. And oh, the pivots. That's right. Exactly. Your pivot on the Mt. Gox is 922. Resistance 1, 984. Resistance 2, 1030. Support 1, 876. Support 2, 814. That's your Bitcoin Mt. Gox. Your pivot 922. Resistance 1, 984. Resistance 2, 1030. Support 1, 876. Support 2, 814. Moving on to the bit stamp. The bit stamp, your pivot is 812. Your resistance 1 is 859. Your resistance 2, 896. Support 1, 776. And support 2, 728. Reading the bit stamp again. Pivot 812. Resistance 1, 859. Resistance 2, 896. Support 1, 776. And support 2, 728. And you'll only get those numbers here at Coin Chat or Chart Chat live on YouTube. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you guys. I know we're going to be going. It's only going to be a moment away before the broadcast will conclude. I want to thank you all very, very much for joining me today. I appreciate it on this lovely Thursday, January 9th, 2014. You've been listening to Beauty Bubble for TradingView Chartists Worldwide. Bye-bye now. Yippee! We did it! We did it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to Timothy. Thanks, Timothy. You're great. Okay, so it says notice how everyone panicked and scrambling when notice the emotions behind everyone's chatter. Keep in mind that it is the worst time when it happens. This is why you plan your trade. That's right. While the market and chat roll is calm, like right now, don't wait for the market to start moving in the chat roll again. Blah 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 blah. I don't really know. Blah blah blah. Don't know. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll just let the broadcast kind of end on its own. I think maybe sometimes they give you like an extra. They give you like an extra minute or something like that. We'll just kind of let it happen. Yeah, you can speak to me in a hangout. Yep. Yeah, as soon as this ends, I'll go ahead and